first Express account was Express Lisa G. I actually think that we thought Twitter might last, but it was so early. It was one of those things that we were pretty unsure, but taking the risk as an individual seemed like the right approach for a couple of reasons. One, because it really is an individual communication. Twitter is not a corporate type of environment. Yeah. So first and foremost, it was important that I thought that it be a person behind the scenes. Plus, I could talk about stuff that was interesting behind the scenes because I was doing them, right? I was at the photo shoot. I wasn't Express corporate talking about it. I was talking about it from my perspective. Plus, at that time, and I think even still today, what you talk about is relatively sensitive information sometimes. And so when it's a corporate account, it winds up often going to the least common denominator, right? The most entry-level person will wind up doing your tweets. And really, is that the way you want to communicate to the general public? I certainly wouldn't allow that to happen on TV or on radio or in any of these other mediums. Why would I let an intern talk to my customers on Twitter? Tweeting as Express Lisa G allowed me the latitude to talk in my voice and get away with some things that I maybe wouldn't have gotten away with if I was tweeting as Express. We have a very robust media plan, a digital media plan that supports both our website as well as our stores. There's no doubt that the traffic that hits our website results in a very, very small percentage of sales that actually occur on the website versus the total sales that they represent. So being in the digital space means being where our customers are. And at a mid-25-year-old customer is on Facebook, they're on Twitter, they're in on an assortment of web pages, they're in the music space, they are certainly on our web pages. I mean, it's very interesting to see how much traffic we get on our website. But in addition, we hit them in very traditional ways. We have banner ads on websites that we think are important to them. We actually, follow them after they've left our site and provide the banner so that they remember that they left something in the shopping bag. We retarget, absolutely. It is very funny, though, when top management sees us retargeting on, I don't know, a country music station that might not actually be our typical DNA. And, I'll get a call, why were we advertising? Well, we weren't, but you were on our website, and why were you on the country music station? But it's a full bevy from sort of the direct medium, which is the email space, to pretty much every tool that so far has worked. I mean, one of the nice things about the digital space is you know pretty fast what's working and what's not. I say that recognizing full well that I don't acknowledge ROI in the social space, but we do see the number of people coming to the website from Facebook and Twitter continues to grow, and the communication ability that those two tools provide us is something that I can't get anyplace else. So interestingly, we have not done any microsites because one of the things that we're trying to maintain is this huge traffic level that we have on our website, and I don't really want to send them someplace else. But other than that, we spend a lot of time and effort creating content. Whereas in the past, I might do an event in New York, and only if you were in New York did you know about it. Today, I am filming it. There's almost no place that I go that I don't have a film crew and a team of people ready to get the content up. And it's a interesting time sort of line, because if you follow me on Twitter, you know about it pretty much instantly. If you follow us on Facebook, you probably know about it by the next day, because now I've cleaned up the pictures and sent them to you. And if all you do is go to our website, it might take us a week to edit it, but there's no doubt there will be robust content from music festivals to our fashion shows, which we're doing on the streets in cities across America. It is absolutely a piece of our DNA to make sure that things that happen in one place, our customers have access to, even if they're not there. Well, I wish I had the perfect solve to that, but it does live on our site, and we do have a place on our website called Express Life, where you can not only see the most recent thing that we've done, but also you can scroll through the previous ones. And though we don't get as much traffic there, and clearly we have a YouTube, I guess everybody has, maybe not everybody. We clearly have a YouTube space where we put those videos up also. What I think probably the next step is to figure out how to get the blog sphere helping to amplify the news about what we're doing. And that is sort of one of the things that we're talking about. And we have contests for bloggers, and we invite bloggers to our events, and we try to make sure that they get tickets to cool things, but I still think it could be bigger than we're doing it. The tweet happens, and then we'll post the pictures on the website, and it'll be maybe in a banner in an email or a pop-up on the home page. And then the video will come out, although if I'm talking about a runway show, the video doesn't come out until the direct mail comes out, so it's time delayed. But we will always tell people about that. The question is post that notification. So once it's up on our website, then what? How do we make sure, to your point, that it lives on? And I think the challenge for us is we invest a lot of money and frankly time in getting content. So how do we make sure it gets amplified? And I think that, like Twitter amplifies the tweets, I think there's opportunity for us to keep growing in that area. A couple years ago, we did our first digital broadcast series. It was 2008, and it was called Model Live. We partnered with Vogue, and we did a series of 12 episodes. And I think we were a little before our time. I don't know if you heard, one of my platitudes is be at the head of the parade, but not so far ahead of the parade that nobody's following you yet. And I think maybe that was the case, that we were a little bit too far ahead of the parade, but I think there's something to digital broadcast and truly coming up with a story as opposed to content from events. And today we're very event focused, but I think there's somewhere in the back of my mind, I believe that there's a story to be told.
So like a web TV series.
Right, exactly. Okay. So there's an opportunity to come up with a series and a story and something that will leave people wanting to get to the next episode.